is going to be Beasty up against Wham.
A classic series, a classic set ahead of us here for sure. We've casted Beasty versus Wham time and time again. I'm not sure of the exact matchup as far as the win-loss ratio at this point, but I do know that in the recent history, it's probably pretty even here in the recent couple matchups.
Yeah, but French against Byzantine, I mean, this is an interesting one. We know Beasty loves his French. Like, Beasty's French, pretty good, especially with the way that you can currently play French, or the meta, the way it has kind of cemented itself for French. Kind of used to be said that French was like a really, really bad civilization in the late game. Currently, people don't have that opinion anymore. French, late game, pretty good, pretty damn good. One of the best in the game, discount on military, cap meta, all the way to the top, surely. Byzantine, also very strong economy, and late game, I wouldn't say top tier for the Byzantines. They kind of excel in like the mid game with just pure mercenary unit mass. Against French, though, you've got some certain counter units, like the potential for the javelin throwers and camel riders, and 20% debuff on cavalry. That's something where Byzantines have some pretty good tools in the shed in order to counter out the French. Painted shield upgrade on the Limitani, bonus movement speed, great. Both civilizations pretty good here. Gonna be interesting to see exactly how this one plays out. Old land, open map, kind of feels like it's leaning more towards the French though.
Yeah, Biz is that civ that can come back from taking some Vil losses and whatnot. But game on, starting now. Beasty in the color red, playing as the French. Wham as the color yellow, playing as the Byzantines, and Beasty just headed straight, taking a journey to the deer.
Yeah, mind you, the deer, they're not close to your base at all on this map. He's walking all the way out into the mid-map early on here in order to make his way onto the deer. That is quite the distance to travel. Look at this, the villagers, they only start gathering 1 minute into the game, so that's a ton of idle time to start off the game here for Beasty.
Yeah, it feels like it's going to be a very late age up for the French, and usually they love having an early age up, having that first early night come out, but Wham will not have to worry about anything like that for the foreseeable future. Should be able to have a very clean opening, a very clean age up himself if he gets this scouted.
Wham behind this. Just going for the classic, 2 villagers on the stone, so it looks like Beasty, knowing the matchup, he knows, okay, Byzantines probably not going to be doing too much here early on in the game, kind of a passive civilization for the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game. Now scouts in the mid-map, kind of giving, like having a battle there next to each other. Trying to find the sheep behind it. We're not going to be looking at that, though. Not seeing if Wham is going to potentially see those villagers on the deer. Might have spotted it through the fog of war. Beasty getting the majority of the sheep there. Looking good for him on the sheep count.
I think it's
actually,
still
Wham
out of
already
vision.
dropped off. Yeah, out of vision, but he might... Yeah, he hasn't actually seen the deer, so he can't see it through the fog of war. Sheep count relatively even between them.
And I think this is where Wham will get the knowledge and information that he needs here. And sure enough, he does scout the deer, picks up another sheep. And we'll have that information that Beasty started early deer, so age up should be very late.
Grand Winery now coming in. Only 2 villagers working on that one for Wham. So isn't going to be rushing the Grand Winery up now. He did see the villagers on the deer towards the end there, though, so did move past that. Now School of Cavalry is coming in for Beasty. 4 villagers working on that. Second Cistern just got finished up as well.
Not quite as delayed as what he could have been, and Beasty even circled around with his scout to push that last deer even closer to the mill, so solid, nice economy over here from Beasty. Grand Winery, pretty far forward for a Grand Winery location. It's I feel like he could have tucked it back closer to the TC, closer to the wood line, but obviously had a reasoning for putting it forward in that point.
Behind it. Actually, Beasty is getting the age up in a lot quicker here than Wham. Just courtesy of Wham only aging with the 2 vills. It's kind of funny considering just how much idle time Beasty had there early on with the villagers moving all the way up to the middle. Outpost also already coming in for Wham. Gonna be securing those berries. And third cistern also coming up behind this.
Yeah, Wham just in no rush for that age up, is just full focus into getting his eco as strong as possible, getting that cistern spread it out, getting his front berry safe, and if any night does come, those berry villagers will have a home to jump into.
Behind this, first night now coming in. Beasty going for all the economy upgrades behind this, or most of them at the very least. Double Broadex coming in, mining upgrade as well.
And Wham's age up finishes.
Did Beasty go for double stables behind this, or no? It's probably still just coming out from the first. Yeah, so just from the first school of cavalry. Is he getting a barracks up behind this yet? We do already have a small wall there, just making sure that the knight can't path around the back of Wham's base. Doesn't look like the wall's finished up yet, though.
Wheelbarrow, and yeah, he does have a barracks. He's got 2 limited A and Q.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I saw a good amount of wood disappear earlier. I figured it was going to be some sort of production building, and barracks makes the most sense here.
Oh, outpost drop now.
Little outpost action. There will be a second knight to try to come protect these villagers from the Limitanei.
Limitanei now also coming in. Villagers could in theory get pulled alongside the Akratoid defense. Now outpost gonna have to get cancelled up. Will get cancelled.
Outpost has been denied, so those 2 villagers journey from, I assume, the deer. Just gonna go back and start gathering the deer again.
Yep. You see behind this, just continuously adding in more and more knights behind this. No archer range yet, instead a second stable, and now the blacksmith follow-up as well.
So knights, and more knights.
Yeah, villagers now moving over to the next deer patch as well. They do have wheelbarrow now, so they're gonna be a good bit faster than normally.
Cistern trying to be burnt down by those 4 knights that Beasty has in Wham's base. Wham does not have enough Limitanei to deal with it at home. He looks like he started to push forward to try to deny the deer, so might be a bit before this Cistern can get defended, or might even go down here.
Cistern. Starting to get close to burning, potentially. Limitani, I mean, these are still Dark Age Limitani at this point. Not an upgrade yet. Wham's getting villagers out to the gold now, so we'll be able to upgrade them shortly, though. Now also moving out to the berries. Out there, next to the cistern.
Javelin throwers on the way for Wham as well.
Good choice, getting the eventual camel riders in. It's very strong up against French. Beasty now going for the multi-sided attack. Multiple fronts. Villagers evacuating inside of the outpost. Villagers also seeking shelter inside the TC. 1 villager did go down so far, though, from the looks of it.
And for now, it's just massing more and more knights for Beasty. He's getting some ranged armor and getting chivalry in, so those lower health knights will start to heal on up. But those wham walls are proven to be pretty useful here now, as the knights don't have a lot of room to run on around and circle.
Yeah, Limitani have been hardened up behind us now, so they are now fully fledged in Feudal Age. Outpost just buying Wham a whole lot of time and vision here when it comes to making sure that these villagers are not going to get sniped by the knights. Still needs to be on top of his game in order to dodge accordingly. Oh, these knight raids though. Oh, the charge ends just before. No villager goes down.
0 vills go down, and that's a lot of damage on the knights. 1 scout falls. No knights fall, though. Chivalry will be able to heal those up. It still takes time to heal those units. Wham jumps in another outpost again. So Beasty causing a good amount of idle time, using health as a resource here.
Yeah. Renewable resource as well at that.
And knight number still staying nice and healthy. Villagers just jumping inside very proactively. Oh, what that wolf do to you, Beasty? Come on now.
Still more knight raids, but Wham on top of the game here. Not losing any villagers to these raids. Another. Oh my god, this is very annoying though. Beasty, he's got so many knights coming up behind us. Wham actually moving out of his space here. Has enough javelin throws to be able to one-shot any archer. Yeah, he's just so good at playing these games now. Hasn't lost a village, like, other than that one villager that I didn't see go down, so it doesn't exist. Wham hasn't lost a villager yet. But he needs to be so careful. This army here from Wham, it's so far outside of his base. The knights, if they can converge on that, they could take this army down.
Yeah, now he's starting to bring all of his mass here together. Needs to make sure not to take it until everything is actually together. Villagers that moved out. There was a knight waiting.
Yeah, so Wham loses another villager, 3rd villager as well. Great find there from Beasty. Playing this one really well. Archer mass getting slowly but surely massed up behind this. All its intents and purposes, like, Wham has got a really, really solid army count here. He just can't move out with it. These knights are just dragging him from side to side. Another villager gonna go down here now as well. Wham, at this point, probably wishing he gotten textiles in.
Oh my gosh, that knight down to 2 health, but will heal up.
Every time Wham wants to go out, he's got to fall back.
This is just so frustrating, so hard to deal with your immobile mass. You know, you want to try to maybe build more walls, but there's not a lot of room to build walls. And sure enough, archers now are going to start moving out. Wham has a ton of oil in the bank. Hasn't been making his javelins and needs to, because he might not know about what the archer mass that Beasty has that's been building up behind this. Wham's wanting to go Castle Age. Look at his resources that he has in the bank. He's trying to build some walls, wanting to prep for this Castle Age play, but Beasty, he's going to take advantage of that. This is exactly when he is going to dive.
Dive is coming in. Wham behind us has enough resource to go for a Sage up. Outpost is getting taken down though. Still a single knight roaming around the back of Wham's base. But Wham has that Limitani there this time around to defend. Hopefully won't lose a villager this time around. Next outpost on the chopping block. Butcher's pulled preemptively. Wham though, he's getting the age up in, but doesn't have any gold at all to upgrade his units. This is gonna make this a little bit rough. He's got gold in the back of his base, but there's that one knight there, and the knights are going for a charge. Wham needs to pull the vills back. Loses 1, loses 2. So many villagers lost so far in this game for Wham. And the knight in the back of his base gotta fight another villager kill as well. Bill's pulling the shifts, getting the knight down. The fight's being taken.
Fight's being taken. Javelins trying to focus down the archers. Limited Age is doing the best they can. Great brace there, but Golden Horn Tower still not being built, still not aged up yet.
Beasty recommitting to the military. Still more knights in queue, more archers in queue as well. Age up, just about to be finishing. But now, wham, age up is in. Just no resources to make anything with it. Oh my god. The mining camp didn't finish up. The villagers dropped off all the way forward. Disaster.
Knight number, though, falling fast.
Yeah, the knights just evaporated. Next batch of javelin throws is in now as well. 15 villagers behind, but alive-ish. The mining camp just needs to get built eventually.
Wham walls are getting close to finishing.
Oh no, the villagers are going for another run.
Another trek home.
No, please don't. Please tell me you realize. Okay, he realizes. Tough realization to be made, though. Upgrades now coming in on the javelin throws on the Limitani as well. Archers taken down by the javelin throws. It's awkward that the olive groves are that far forward, so it's not really viable for Wham to gather from them right now. And Beasty once again doubling down into feudal age. More knights in queue yet again.
Cisterns being expanded. A stable's coming in.
Snapping a couple more archers. One or two Limitani did just get taken down. Scatterfragged, and now Camel Riders in queue as well. Actually, never mind, cancels the Camel Riders, goes for Javelin Throws instead.
Yeah, wall finally gets burnt on down. Military for BC pushing through. This is still a feudal age army. But wham, he just doesn't have the same amount of numbers. Javelin Thrower number looking a little bit healthier, but just not enough still. And Beasty is diving towards the heart of his economy. So many villagers on that gold. So many villagers on the berries.
Akratoy getting activated. They're pulling the spears. A lot of the villagers get taken down. All of the knights go down as well, though. This does not feel like a good or even worthwhile trade at the same time, though. I mean, taking down all of the military, but at the end of the day, doesn't quite have the tools to immediately go for a counterattack, as Beasty just continuously swarms Wham's base with more and more reinforcements in behind this.
That just feels like too many losses to come back from. He might be an age up, he might have castle age units already, but the economy, it just feels nowhere to be found. That was just a ascendant move. He knew he needed to defend it somehow, but at what cost?
See behind this, actually finding his own window of opportunity to go for an age up. Meanwhile, he's kind of exhausted a lot of the resources out on the map. He's on the boar, he's on the deer. Vacuuming up all the corner resources now. He needs a miracle to come back in this one, as Beasty's still looking for these raids. Is going to be able to find a way back into the base there from Wham. Wham villagers are going to be found out. Too late. They're going to get taken down again. Wham needs to go on the run again. Yeah, that's got to be at least two more villagers going down.
Charge gets canceled. A cataphract comes out.
Cataphract?
And somehow no villagers fall, but there's more villagers on berries!
Is this gonna be another Akratoy POV? Not
now
this time,
we're gonna start
but
seeing a few villagers go down potentially. There's one.
yeah, that's 1, 2,
2.
3.
Not enough room in the TC now. Knights might just stay here and just do as much damage as they can. Beasty knows what position Wham's in. Castle Age finishes. I wouldn't be surprised to see Wham throw in the towel here soon with the position he's in.
Half the economy. At the same time, javelin throws, finding some villager kills here. Something like this could get Wham back into the game. Jeff's not really did too much damage here from the looks of it. You see evacuating some villagers further into the corner there. These knights just still finding vill kills. Villager is fast enough to run away from the javelin throws. Frustrating. Such is life.
Yeah, and Beasty has his reinforcements heading towards those javelins, so watch out for those javelin throwers, as there is a group of knights, and there are no Limitanae there, there are no camel riders, there are no cataphracts there. They need a front line.
Royal Institute behind this. Beasty already researching bloodlines, royal bloodlines. Did just get a couple of villager kills, just doesn't feel quite enough. That's a big number of javelin throwers here. Knights getting taken down, crucially, before Royal Bloodline comes in.
Yeah, and Wham does have a surprising amount of military now. 9 cataphracts on the field, 20 javelin throwers, so has an army composition to win the fight if Beasty doesn't equalize in numbers here soon.
Yeah. Getting forced inside of his base. Food income not looking too hot. Wham actually still with very good food income. Cataphracts also causing idle time behind this. Royal Bloodline's not quite in yet. Loses even more knights, now down to just 5. Starts putting in some resource into Arbaletria, but these javelin throws just countering the entire mass of Beasty's army at the moment.
Oh my! Villagers barely escaping the vision point of those cataphracts. These could be some equalizing pushes here.
Yeah, could very well be. Rose getting more picks here. There's nothing inside the TC, so no real damage coming in from there. And pushing in deeper. Beasty actually trying to go for relics behind this. Confirmation on the age up. Cavs need to be careful. Camel riders coming in as well now.
Yeah, camel riders providing such a crucial debuff over here.
The archer's not firing. They're getting distracted by the camels. Wham! Inside of Beasty's base. How can Beasty get him out of there? This is crazy. You lose 30 villagers and it's not enough. GG comes in. That's crazy, dude. That's no way. No way.
Wham takes game number 1, and that one is a tilter for sure. If I was playing the French there, it just felt like it was all but over, and we thought sacrificing those vills was a dumb play, but little did we know Wham's got the big brains over here.
I feel like it just kind of came down to Beasty losing like 20 odd knights, was it, in that push during the age up from Wham. Man, total resource gathered. Looking at the economy count, it is crazy to think that Wham was able to get back into this one. Mass javelin throwers, cataphracts. Kind of felt like Beasty, after losing the military mass, Wham immediately went out to those pocket economies, completely shut down Beasty's food income. You can really tell, like, Beasty was struggling hard after getting to Castle Age to remass any more knights.
Yeah. He just wasn't able to get any sort of food economy because you mentioned it. He was out on the boar, he was out on the deer, out on some of those pocket spots that Wham took advantage of and not equalized, but took down some villagers and then just did too much pressure for Beasty to deal with. And this is the fight that we were talking about, that all of a sudden you look and like the amount of knights that are on the ground after this fight is absurd. He had 20 or so knights before this.
Yeah, went from 25 to just 3 knights after the fight. Granted, he already killed a ton of villagers there. Beasty had like really, really good uptime when it came to the raiding. But now, as soon as the age up came in, all of the food economy on these pocket economies just getting completely shut down by some cataphracts, by the javelin throwers, and allowing Wham to actually like have very similar food income on top of course, the mercenary production behind this with the correct unit army composition here. Better knights, better javelin throwers, or better ranged units, better backline. Able to win the game after an impressive early game from Beasty. And now, we're going to be moving over to Frisian Marshes. Delhi for Beasty, up against the Mongols from Wham.
Yeah, and we've seen Beasty play the Delhi multiple times, you know, in this tournament, previous tournaments, everything of the sort, where Beasty's Delhi is just such a frustrating civ to deal with. You know, you'll think he's out of it in times, and then all of a sudden 3-4 keeps go down and the village fortress goes up, and all of a sudden he has, you know, 4,000 each resource. So it is not an easy civ to deal with, but Wham does have the Mongols on Frisian Marshes, which is I feel like one of the stronger civs for this map.
Yeah, Mongols definitely don't feel too bad here. Delhi as well, though, having the fishing ship, like, archer shot there means that Spearmen can't really deny your pawn play early on. Both civilizations definitely excelling on this map, but we'll have to wait and see exactly just how this one's going to be playing out, as we're going to be jumping into our game number 2 between Wham and Beasty here on Frisian Marshes. Any second now. Maybe now? Maybe not.
Eventually, we will be heading into this game number 2. So, are you surprised to see Socotra picked by these players here and not banned out? As I feel like it's usually a map people try to avoid.
Socotra, I feel like it's starting to grow on players a little bit. I want to say. It's also one of the maps that has actually gotten, like, rapid iterations. Like, it's been, like, at the beginning, it was like, oh, okay, it's going to be ladder Socotra that will be used. Now it's EGC Socotra that will be used, and EGC Socotra has also undergone some changes very recently. So the map has changed drastically, I want to say, over, like, the past 1 or 2 weeks. Maybe this is something where players are like, okay, maybe my opponent didn't catch up with the changes. And maybe they did, so that could be a strategy there to go for Socotra.
Yeah, well, it sounds like we are ready to go now. Game number 2, Wham leading 1-0, playing as the Mongols against Beasty as the Delhi Sultanate on Frisian Marshes.
There we go, both players opening us up here with an early dock opening. Uvu already in for Wham. Is now going to be moving out for that dock as well. Has a TC nice between a small wood line and right next to the gold vein as well. Pretty good TC spot there for the Mongols. Definitely don't think you can complain too much about that. Getting both the wood line. It's not the large wood line, but it's something. It's something. Forward Uvu, but I mean, just having the gold right there, that's pretty good for Wham. That's pretty good. You can't complain. You can't complain about that.
Nope, not by any means. We are seeing docks go down. We're seeing sheep be gathered. So we'll see how many docks actually get dropped in the Dark Age, as I feel like that's always one of the big things to monitor.
Yeah, sometimes if players want to go really greedy, even going for like 2, even 3 docks in the Dark Age. Definitely something that you can, in theory, do with the Delhi, as you don't have to be too afraid of your opponent going for any Dark Age shenanigans with the archer fishing ships.
Yep. Meanwhile, Wham just going for the single dock as of now. Everyone's just slowly building up that economy. That initial wood line for Wham is going to run out quite quickly, though. Scout though. Oh man. Oh, the scout.
That is incredibly tough. Sheep now making a run for it. Wham in theory could try and pick those up. It's a map with decent amount of sheep, so I don't think you have to be too stressful about it, but yeah, I would be surprised if those sheep made it back. And in the end, Beasty now going to be lacking vision for the foreseeable future.
I mean, this is just one of those that, like, you think you know where your opponent's TC is, and then you forget they're Mongols and they can roll it wherever they want. And it's like, why would he not roll it to the main big back wood line that everyone typically does? It's like, no, well, there's reasons for everything over here, and sure enough, gets a scout pickup from it too. I mean, if you're Beasty, you got to be dropping a stables once you get to feudal age to make another scout to be able to get some information, because if not, you're just flying blind.
Something you kind of want to do anyways, just because Ghazi are king, but yeah. Oh my god, what are they doing on that mini-map? Don't look.
Yeah, just, I don't know what that come.
What is that? It's a rabbit. That was a rabbit.
Yeah, sure.
Interesting scouting pattern. Could read a lot into it.
That's a rabbit, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Horseman now actually being made by Wham as well. Dark Age Horseman coming in, double produced, already first batch are out and about. Gonna be potentially finding the villager as a third dog's coming in for Beasty. Or about to be coming in.
He knows Beasty has no vision, no information, so those horsemen, yeah, they can go pick up that villager building docks, and they can just go be annoying.
Denying the gold?
Oh, that too.
Looks like Beasty managed to at least delete the mining camp in time. So no bounty did go over to Wham. Now Beasty having to reinvest. Yeah, look what he had to do. He had to cancel his stock that he was getting up in order to get the barracks in. And now the horsemen, they're looking for that villager. They know, okay, there's a village for sure. There's a villager somewhere here. And he's splitting up the horsemen. One horseman is now going to be solely dedicated on a mission to find that one villager.
I mean, Beasty's just going to go over to Wham's side and maybe try to drop a dock on his pond and just be super sneaky, but, you know, at this point, high risk, high reward.
Spearman now coming in for Beasty, but the age-up already almost finished for Wham behind this. And has the resource to immediately go for an archer range on hitting that age-up. Horsemen, in theory, there are enough of them to take down one spearman. Second spearman's going to make it more difficult, but could potentially take down a villager here. Not quite enough, though.
Still able to be quite annoying here. Still not really allowed. Oh, spearman split. Khan, other horseman trying to get a little bit of damage. Next spear on the way, though. The third spear, this is when Wham probably will evac, but caused so much delay here for Beasty. Still hasn't found that other vill, and sure enough, it is dropping a dock on his pond. Oh,
he finds him.
It's going to get the dock
dock's
finished.
Going up. Yeah, dock will go up, but the villager is going to get taken down, probably. Tries to hide inside the stealth forest. No way. Oh. Finds him. Oh my god. You have to be so careful here. No way. No. Ain't no way! No. The ankle breaker! The absolute ankle breaker!
He's bringing the other horseman back.
He's bringing the other horseman over. Oh, no way. Ain't no way.
That's wild. He just juked Wham out of his shoes.
That horseman has just lost generational aura by getting juked like that. Ankles absolutely demolished, broken, twisted up. Villager gets out alive. Unbelievable.
Wham going for a little bit of an outpost rush, though. Has some archers. Knows that he's just a step ahead because of BC's delay here. So is going archers, is going with the Keshik as well. Outpost being built.
Counter outpost rush. It should be coming in here. Yeah, 2 villagers on that outpost. Is going to be coming up rather quickly already with the 4 archers here. Beasty only just now getting his age up in. Means that Beasty will not be able to make too many scholars here. Has enough resource for maybe the 2nd scholar, 3rd scholar. After that, it's gonna look dire when it comes to the scholar scaling. Villager actually getting sniped, almost.
Spearman taken almost out. Now Outpost just about finished here for Wham.
He's actually getting 3 additional scholars in with the gold that he gathered. Not the worst, not the worst. Outpost can be getting the arrow sleds in placement. Yeah, is going to be researching that. Needs to be careful though. Leaves the outpost alone rather early and now goes for an outpost on the dock there. From Beasty, so we'll be starting to shut down some water income there as well for him.
Yeah, that food income's gonna start being a little bit more and more scarce. Beasty going ahead and dropping a wall, making sure there's no entry point into the backside.
And he's now docking the back in the far corner with the pond. And let's not forget Beasty, he did put up the dock there from Wham, like on Wham's pond, and there's already 3 fishing ships in there. So Beasty's food income is looking very good. No, wait, what's going on there? Oh, he's stealth forest chopping. Archer's taking down some of the fishing ships here as well. Yeah, fishing ships don't do too much damage. Outpost has been put up. Forward gear coming in as well. Outpost.
Ooh.
Under harassment. Villager could be coming in to repair that up. A lot of the spearmen actually getting taken down. Yeah, outpost repair is coming in behind this.
And Beasty making the swap into some Ghazi.
That makes a lot of sense. Wham, though, already has a couple of Keshiks in. He's following the Ghazis there as well. Though, I mean, the armies, they can't really see each other in the stealth forest there.
They thought about it, and then they kind of turned away, and then the next Ghazi came in and at least took a few shots over there, but Beastie still continuing to expand onto a lot of these different ponds here.
Fishing ships getting taken down there now by the aeroslit emplacement outpost. Once again, outpost under harassment, but Wham did pull the spearmen and infantry back overall. And now could be getting down some of the scholars. Not getting focused down though.
The scholars. Oh, there's
one scholar
one.
down. Big value.
Yeah, especially denying the gold. That's actually so crucial
outpost.
if any of those scholars fall.
But also send another villager out to repair the outpost there. And double bounty behind it all as well. To 5 points soon for Wham as well. So Wham is keeping up in the economy department. Now another bounty coming in. That's 100 resource just going over to Wham there. Oh, loses one of the villagers though. Loses both villagers. That's pretty big.
Both villagers that were forward fall from the Ghazi Raider raid.
Good catch there by Beasty. These guys are just being so annoying here.
They're so tanky, so frustrating to deal with over there, but Wham now looks like he's going to want to move out towards this middle board, just wants to keep boosting his food economy since he has the full map control. He has Beastie basically walled into the corner.
Yeah, a lot of the cavalry from Wham is getting distracted by just a couple of these Ghazis now. Once again, BC sending out a couple of the Ghazi out and about around the side there. Now, Boar also being taken by Wham, together with an outpost. This outpost is actually very, very good now. In the mid-map, giving the Yammer movement speed makes all the reinforcements a lot quicker there for Wham.
And Ghazi, though, going for the typical late-game raid where Mongols, they don't have a lot of walls because they can't make them, and usually you don't make a bunch of outposts around your initial TC, so sometimes you can get some really good Vil picks. He's going for the big wood line. Still no villagers out on that initial wood line.
Yeah. Gazi not quite finding any raiding avenues there. Villagers gathering from the boar now as well. Income for Wham looking very solid. Massing up more Keshiks behind this now as well. Beasty starting to push out of his base. Now going to be taking down the outpost from looks of it. Wham out of position, not able to defend that in time.
Yeah, Beasty's military mass is looking very scary all of a sudden. Wham does not have the numbers here altogether to take this fight, it looks like. Is kiting a little bit first, and Beasty reclaiming gold.
Outpost in the mid-map, so the units from Wham still moving at maximum movement speed. Maximum efficiency behind it now as well. I'm not sure if he's just... Yeah, he is reinvesting again. More Keshiks in queue. Is he finally able to move out onto gold?
And Beasty's just being a menace with these Gazi raiders. So frustrating to deal with. He's trying to burn down a fishing boat. Is able to pick up one of them.
Oh,
pushing
Wham.
up though.
Just before the outpost arrived, or gets put up. It looks to be getting taken. No spearmen around though. They are getting sniped by the archers though. Spearmen from Beasty. Yeah, spearmen just getting evaporated.
Only one left, it looks like, on the outside, and Keshiks can then just do what they want, do what they please.
Khan has been killed, but no GG coming in yet. The Gazi Raiders doing a great job up against the Keshiks, yeah.
There just weren't enough Keshiks. That archer mass so healthy for Beasty. 31 archers basically two-shotting the Keshiks over there.
Beasty on double the fishing ship count that Wham has. And 1,500 food per minute currently. Wham about to age up though. Has the resources for it. Separate out now coming in. There's much food in the bank already. Could we see maybe like a follow-up to Fast Imperial with the Mongols?
I feel like that's just asking for death. Look at Beasty's military mass that he has.
Yeah, it's
There's
80 to
no
35. Way. The question is, does Wham know about just how big the mass is from Beasty? To be fair, a lot of the military from Beasty is fishing ships getting counted in the UI. I think they're getting counted twice. Yes.
Yeah, they are, but even still, 55 to... or 60 to 35 is still no joke for Wham to deal with over there.
It's true. But if the archer upgrade is finishing up, then maybe he's got enough of a window. It's 40 archers from BC. That's a lot. That is a lot.
Few more of the Gazi fall. House of Learning on the way for Beasty now.
Yeah, House of Learning coming in, but it doesn't feel good when you're playing a Citadel and you're aging up to Castle Age with just like less than 10 scholars. Only 3 currently garrisoned.
Wham is still on these other woodlines. I'm shocked he hasn't gone to the main big back woodline yet, but you know, it is what it is.
And look at what he's doing. Look at the resource that he's got in bank. This might just be the Imperial Age follow-up. Just use the Keshiks, be a little bit annoying on the sides. Get the veterancy upgrades in.
It is going to be Imperial Age. I mean, he's got 400 either resource until he's there. That's not long at all.
This is the fastest Castle Age that we've had. Or rather, the quickest Castle Age. Quick to be over. As Imperial Age is on the menu right around the corner.
And sure enough, Imperial Age is about to be dropped here by Wham. He's doing a great job of just following these last couple Gazis around, not allowing them to go do damage. Spears, able to get a few more shots on TC, able to get a couple shots in as well.
There
And
it
the
is.
Cognate Palace is on the way.
Timing on this Beasty, though. He's queuing up triple elephants. Oh, man. Okay, this is going to be a tough next 5 minutes to survive for Wham.
question is what units are going to be the first ones to pop out of the Cognate Palace?
Hugh Hugh Pow.
Back-to-back Hui Hui Pal.
Back-to-back Hugh Hugh Pow only. Grammy's gonna need to upgrade to Elite Archers ASAP. And it's gonna be Elite Knights, okay.
Okay, can't complain about that.
Good unit. Does he have Military Academy? He does not. Okay, definitely needs that. Definitely needs that. Big priority when you go for the Kaganet.
Beasty still just waiting, being patient, even after hearing Imperial Age. He's got so many upgrades in queue, it's crazy.
He might just be going for his own Imperial Age follow-up. It's kind of crazy, but certainly something that he can do with Delhi. Would get a lot of value out of it. If Wham buys himself enough time, could be eventually seeing those Elite Mangadai. It's a very fearsome unit.
Here comes the rest of Beasty's army.
Wham needs to be careful. Loses 2 Keshiks in an instant. Surprise Wololo there. Man-at-Arms gonna have to run. Yamora. Okay, if it weren't for the Yamora, that guy would have been converted.
Shoo!
Suddenly starts sprinting. And Elite Archers is on its way. Second batch of Elite Knights. Somebody should hit up the lottery.
Yeah, Wham is not complaining about these first couple batches here, but Beasty's army is no joke. 64 archers.
Yeah, okay, Elite might not be good enough against that. Wham might actually want to be getting like a Bao-Chan in here.
He needs to get off this gold is what he needs.
Archers. For the engagement, Elite upgrade just about ready to land. There's Elite Archers in now. Beasty up on 6 elephants. Crazy numbers here.
Beasty's 200. Beasty's max pop over there. Wham's at 117. He needs more production. He needs more units.
That is so many archers. Keshik's about to be elited up though, but against this many elephants, I don't know if it's gonna be enough. The archer count. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have elite archers against this many.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying their best there. The Knights, the Keshik, they're doing a little bit of a dive.
Outpost getting the bombardment placement in. Ram struggling a little bit for food. Village is about to need to jump inside of the outpost
Villagers
right now. We go down. There's the trebuchet now.
I mean, Wham's got plenty of gold. I feel like gold's not really the problem here.
Gold definitely not.
Food.
Nest of Bees coming in. We help him out. Spending a lot of resources all around. Little tactical surprise Wololo coming in. More fishing ships getting taken down. Yeah, food is an issue for Wham.
Yep. And Beasty is ready to move forward with that elephant mass now. He's ready to fully deny Wham off of gold, fully deny Wham of more military units other than what's coming out free from the Cognate Palace. There is a huge mass knocking on the doorstep here.
Big mass of elephants. Same time, also raids happening on the wood line. Bombard emplacement outpost has been taken down behind this. The second trebuchet just means that they're gonna be able to instantly kill that. Nest of Bees needs to reconvene with the rest of the army. Forehand cannoneers now.
Nest of Bees shooting down on top of the elephants. One of the elephants getting pretty low. One of the elephants gets taken out.
Trebuchets.
3 trebuchets.
Very expensive. Need to be kept alive.
Another elephant gets taken out. These hand cannoneers are doing work, but there's archers that can close the gap, snipe down those high-value hand cannoneers.
Bombard now coming in. Another batch of knights. Very going for, or at least feigning aggression on those trebuchets. Down still up and kicking for Wham, so still getting a lot of resource from that. Now also at the point where the shoreline fish starting to get exhausted on those little ponds. Little raids coming in from archers. Wham on the run. Doesn't he have wheelbarrow?
Oh no!
Disaster. Knights coming to the rescue, but kind of attacking on the wrong side there. More knight reinforcements coming in. At the same time, Beasty moving forward. Awkward timing. And the trebuchet sniping down the nest of bees. Bombard overstaying its welcome as the elephants greeted hello.
Yeah, BC decided to step forward right when he saw that knight mass over on the other side, over trying to clear up the other archers. But now, knights circling around, going for the flank. Siege needs to watch out. The elephant's pushing on forward. Mangonel immediately taken down.
Knight getting taken up against the elephants though. Keshix. Oh my god, it doesn't matter that they're elite. They're just getting brutally vandalized in an instant.
They got absolutely slaughtered by the 10 melee elephants, or 8 elephants on the backside.
And now in for
Beasty now aging up with the Hussar Academy.
These elephants just will not get taken down. Still 10 elephants remaining. Army completely wiped up for Wham. There's no way that he gets back into this now. Villagers found out on the gold vein. Wham's entire economy in shambles, and I feel like as soon as the Age-Up comes in, which just did, there's just nothing left in the game now. Oh, Wham. Beasty evening out the set now, 1-1.
Yeah. What a crazy second game there. Beasty on the deli. He just seems like it's a different type of Civ for him. He just plays it in a different way. It's so frustrating, so annoying, and there were so many military units. Wham just was not able to have anything that was close to equalizing it.
Ah, man. Resources gathered, 13,000. Lead there for Beasty. Early game looked very good for Wham. I feel like it looked like Military Academy wasn't in towards the end. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm kind of missing the mass Mangudai play there. It's like one of the best strategies for Imperial Age Mongols. Khan raids as well. It's so difficult when there's like an army of 70 archers waiting in your opponent's base.
Yeah, that's a hard transition to choose, hard transition to make, and this game seems so good early on for Wham. He delayed BC's initial Age-Up so well. He ended up, actually he didn't find that villager that snuck and juked his shoes out, but still took a couple good fights early on and just felt like he had BC on the back foot for a good little bit.
Yeah, looks like the next map is going to be Socotrian Marshes. With random up against Delhi, up against Mongols.
I kind of like that. Who's going to be the third player? Is it Cow?
Cow jumping in? Cow controlling Gaia? Everybody versus the wolves.
So the big question on Socotra is who's going to be able to take that first initial middle boar. We can see it is, JD sniped out and Tughlaq sniped out.
Yeah, Macadamia Nuts versus House of Lancaster. Interesting matchup.
Not one we've seen too often, but we know what House of Lancasters love to do. We've seen their strategy not necessarily be one-dimensional, but somewhat be one-dimensional over there.
Definitely something to keep in mind. McDonald's on this map. Golden Horn Tower. Like, this map is very small. So, being able to get the Golden Horn Tower up as the Macedonians, it just gives you so much map control. Similarly, having the House of Lancaster with the White Tower there as well, just a lot of opportunities to take a big chunk of the map control there.
Yeah. So, and that is one where, you know, the middle wood line, if the middle boar is always the first kind of thing that a lot of people fight for, and then even taking the middle wood lines and kind of just sectioning off the map, getting it hard for your opponent to actually be able to circle around, do any raids, it really becomes a, hey, if your army doesn't beat mine, you lose the game.
That's how it kind of goes, and early on in this game, I don't think, like, this is the thing, House of Lancaster, they're like a... I mean, they are the English variant, right? They get the short bows. You can't really contest the boar early on against the House of Lancaster. So House of Lancaster is going to get boar control. That is something that Macedonians would love to have. Like, food income is king on this map. And getting the boar, which is worth like 12 sheep on its own, that is a huge upside to have in a game. So definitely something that you gotta contest early on, even if you're... You gotta find ways to contest the boar early on, I want to say, as the Macedonians against the House of Lancaster.
Yeah, much easier said than done, though, but it is one where even if you're able to get on the board and gather it for a good little bit and be denied later on, a lot of times it still just pays off, because you said the lack of food on this map, just the lack of the ability to have a lot of those pocket resources in play. But that is one where you can also see some annoyance at times. You won't see someone like go all into water, but you'll see a dock dropped occasionally and just have one galley go be annoying onto the back gold veins that typically spawn.
Yeah. Alright, just a couple of seconds now separating us from our game number 3. Even out set at the moment, so both players now trying to get the set to go in their favor. We'll be jumping on in now into game number 3.
And there we go. We do see those villagers for Wham move on up. Scout gets quite low. Beasty was trying to do some annoyance, trying to, you know, pick up the scout or maybe this villager.
Sure, low on health. Needs to be so careful. How much health is remaining on that 1-3? 2. I mean, this scout cannot defend that. But yeah, Wham sending those weak injured villagers back now. Beasty for the time being is just going to be going for his own feudal age up. But yeah, kind of stressful first couple of seconds there of the game. Good idle time caused, though, by Beasty on those villagers from Wham.
Yeah, 2 of those villagers got quite low, so really good job by Beasty just to cause some sort of frustration, some sort of annoyance, some extra micro and extra focus there from Wham. It probably was one of those that after got those vills on home, he had a nice little sigh of relief. But now just seeing these openings, hearing some sheep come on in, and get brought closer to those scouts. And fortunately for both these players, there isn't much to scout on this map. It's a much smaller map, so usually these scouting patterns get done rather quickly. And then it's, all right, what is my opponent doing? What does my opponent have planned?
Early on now, Beasty already has enough gold for the age up. Still gathering those, so might be going for some early economic upgrades behind this. Also just that bonus silver gathering early on.
Oh, don't want to see another scout lost.
Could be happening very quick.
Hippodrome on the way. No real surprises here from the Macedonians. Meanwhile, Wham, here comes Abby.
No big surprise there, of course. Lots of Lancaster reigning supreme. 3 units, 3 hero units at that on both sides. Definitely something worthwhile investing into. I feel like if you're Wham at this point, and we do know that he likes to make these kind of walls, maybe just wall between the 2 wood lines there in the middle makes it a little bit more difficult for the Macedonian dynasty. At least these 3 horsemen, or well, not horsemen, but like these 3 cavalry units that come out alongside some horsemen to path around towards your base.
Yeah, it's crazy what just a few little short walls can end up doing to those cav units. Makes them, you know, be very hard to roam, and even when they do roam, it's very easy to track them when they only have one real path they can circle around that. And knowing Wham, he might be dropping these Wham walls soon.
That or maybe an outpost in the middle of the map, just to make sure that those villagers on the board are gonna be nice and safely protected there. Just a couple of seconds
Does look
left
like
for drone.
Looks like Wham does want to go ahead and get an early manor down here as soon as he can, so moving on over to that stone.
Yeah, having condensed base means that the manor early on is also going to be giving you a ton of income there. Next to both of these wood lines, yeah, he's going to be able to get a lot of... Oh, he will want to bring those sheep back. That's a lot of sheep. Especially for House of Lancaster. That is not... Don't risk it, man. Don't risk it for the biscuit.
That is quite a few sheep to be able to bring back. Means Beasty already out over onto the berries as well. Isn't able to take the boar, so you know, running out of these initial food resources close to your base can get very, very scary here.
Sadly, unable to distill silver from the berries.
He can try. It just doesn't work too well.
Yeah, can try. Arislit's also coming in on the outpost. Wham, actually, yeah. Just wanting to make sure that's going to be a position that Beasty cannot easily take. Don't think we've gotten a Varangian arsenal behind this yet. So no bonus bonus armor coming in yet on these horsemen. Scout could get taken down.
Ooh,
Wham, I think he wanted to
movement.
garrison that scout. There's the first lord.
Villagers on the stone were able to be pulled back proactively. First Lord deterring those initial horsemen units on away. Scout needs to watch out though.
Is he gonna live? It's looking close. He survives. It is next to the abbey, so he can heal up again.
The first spear comes on out, and Wham still just being able to stay secure onto that boar. Meanwhile, Beasty looks like he is moving out to the deer with those 5 villagers.
Yeah, I feel like we're soon going to be finding out what exactly the game plan is going to be here for Beasty, just based on the choice of which technology is going to research now from the Varangian arsenal. Is it going to be bonus armor and health on the horsemen, or bonus armor and health on the infantry? And it is going to be on cavalry. So we'll not be going for a classic good old mac and cheese Varangian guard spam type strategy here.
Nope. And Wham just has made a few spears as all, has gotten his manor out now, and has a single lord here.
Just one for the time being.
Beasty very crucially investing into that outpost to protect up the deer location he moved out to. He knows he needs to be able to protect up his food.
Just jumping inside the outpost again. Upgrade not quite through yet. But we do have the Hippodrome Horseman out as well now. So additional bonus damage coming in for free on those horsemen. Scout also just getting taken down by a TC fire. Not quite having enough distance there between the back. A bit of a funny map shape there means that the Scout could not pass past the TC there. Beasty kind of feels like he's just trying to go for a potential fast castle age up behind this. 7 on gold, 17 on food. Stopped investing into more units now.
Yeah, he's about halfway to Castle Age as far as the resources go already, like you said, with nothing in queue, so shouldn't be too far away from that timing that he is looking for. 6 spears out on the field for Wham.
Yeah, Wham can't quite find an engagement point to take any fights or deny any resource at the moment. Hobble's trying to look for some damage avenues, but Beasty now getting very, very close to be able to pull the trigger on the age up. And once that comes in, Golden Horn Tower is gonna definitely, like, protect an area. Let's just put it like that. Massive protection. Massive, massive protection on an area.
A lord going to circle around, trying to pressure out on these berry bush villagers as well. So is starting to delay Beasty's age up just a little bit. He has enough to age up. The question is, where's he going to drop the age up?
At the moment, Beasty hasn't quite found the spot that he would want to go for. Looks like he's sending villagers around now, to the point where he made the wall in the back of his base. And if he's going for a Golden Horn Tower there, he could be protecting the deer as well as 2 berries. And that's where it's going to be. Golden Horn Tower coming in at the same time. Villagers going down, though. 2 villagers getting sniped like that. Golden Horn Tower now going to be on its way. 15 villagers working on that, protecting deer as well as double berries behind it. Most critically, not protecting the main base here from Beasty, as Wham has now research, +1 pierce armor, and could still just dive the main base from Beasty, taking down all of that infrastructure there. And he is getting close to it now.
He is moving forward. Beasty denied off of the deer, has been denied off of the berries, so food income's dropping. He will secure up the berries with the Golden Horn Tower, but woodline, there's a lot of other things that he needs to be protecting over here. Villagers at the base going ahead, running in to try to garrison.
Oh, TC. Idle time being forced at the same time. Horsemen walking around. And Wham's just torching down the TC. Leisurely.
Might realize that maybe not the best thing to do with the health of his units here.
Would lose a lot of the units there. Did actually lose a lot of the spearmen. Could potentially just go for his own age up. I mean, he secured the area in front of Beasty's base. If he gets a white tower, like, right next to the woodlines from Beasty, that would be an insanely good spot.
Going for another little wraparound raid, but Beasty already ready.
Overchop. Weird woodline. Actually, doesn't look like an overchop. No overchop. Still a weird woodline.
Weird woodline, no overchop. A little bit of a wall getting built in the middle here for Wham, just to cause a little bit of more circling around. Those horsemen can't just run right through and just tank up that arrow slit fire like they have been consistently.
I think we should be seeing villagers move on from Wham soon towards the middle of the Wham 4. White Tower hasn't made the move yet, though. White Tower. Oh, that's a defensive White Tower.
Boo. A very defensive White Tower indeed.
It's gonna secure, like, deer? Oh, he cancelled it? Nah, man, he's still going for it over there. I don't know, I feel like if you really want to push it, you could have gone for it, like, right next to the woodlines from Beasty. It is risky, but I would have loved to see it there.
Just want some chaos, you know?
He's gonna have a lot of safe economy here now. Beasty kind of was getting ready for some aggression now, with the horsemen and the Radari coming in as well behind this. Our champion also just being very strong. Definitely something that you will have to respect.
White Tower getting close to finishing on up.
Villagers getting idled out. Looks like one did go down. The age up is in, and with it, 3 Earl's Guard spawn as well. Beasty's kind of just living his best life now that he's got the age up in, as the Macedonians, able to make Radari. Good unit, I heard. Been told that before.
Runs on through the gate. All right, so villagers, just more and more villagers hanging out by that golden horn, which makes perfect sense as they don't want to be anywhere that there's a risky spot.
Oh, Monk getting a relic there. Villagers gonna have to evacuate. Most will be getting taken down, but the relic is getting brought back. Growing research now for Wham. Already in for Beasty. Still some raids coming in. Just from those Radari. Able to very quickly take down these villagers. Yeah, just 2 shots needed there. So Wham might actually need to go for textiles at some point here as well. Oh, Monk getting found. So relic denied, at least for the time being.
Yep, very quickly. Wham's military mass is starting to build up and look quite scary, even though a lot of it's just spears. It still is one that numbers still can be a lot scarier when he's got 5% extra health for each lord. Another attempted relic pickup that should be denied as well. Will get denied indeed. Villagers jumping inside the outpost again. You can tell there's not that many villagers there anymore. I'm guessing some axe throws did come in between as well. I need to be careful though. But yeah, it's got just so many avenues to run to. Tough for the spearman to catch up. It also just shows you how valuable that boar is, because Wham's been on that the whole game. That's so much food that he hasn't had to move out to other more vulnerable locations, even though obviously that location he's taken some damage at. Yeah. Whamwald's being attempted. Another relic heist attempt. Whamwald's not going to get denied this time around, but the Radari already made their way through there. Looks like Beasty wants to get a kill on that Lord of Lancaster. Axes being thrown. The axe throw gets the Lord kill.
Same time, raid inside of the base from Beasty. Taking down a villager and a Radar. Not quite taking the Radari out, just the Radar. He still stays alive. Ow, collapse is coming in. Wham needs to evacuate the army here now. Trying to make a run for it. Actually going for a little turnaround, taking down some of the units. A lot of crossbows and archers there though. Radari taken down. Not a fight he can take.
Evening up the numbers pretty well here with the ranged master in this fight. Another lord should fall here at the end of it.
Wham might need to go into Hobelas now. It's just so many ranged units. Hobelas and crossbow potentially. It's a weird army composition, but kind of feels necessary here.
Beasty moving out to another gold. Wham staying behind his Wham walls for now, but these things are being torched. It looks like even villagers pulled to torch down this wall.
Wants to get through there ASAP. The berries are about to be taken, and yeah, Beasty needs food again after that. So wants to probably secure up those deer, and yeah, Mill's getting placed immediately.
He needs food, so sure enough, he will go ahead and secure himself the next food here. Wham still sticking to spear crossbow though as his military comp, just hoping that extra 20%, well, yep, now 20% health can go a long way. Boar looks like it has finally been finished up. Outpost dropped on the deer that Beasty just secured for himself.
Beasty, food income at the moment not looking too hot. Wham at the same time also only on a single manor. Definitely wants another one here soon. As a lot of the villagers currently are not adding to the manor income.
Beasty has gotten up to 4 relics behind this. Well,
That's
3
all of
dropped
them.
in the base, 4 being secured. Yeah, so really hurts as far as like the passive income goes. But Beasty, right as he gets onto those deer, right as he starts gathering them a little bit, does get denied. So the food income's really the problem. Gold isn't it. He's got plenty of gold for himself right now.
Standing army isn't looking bad though for him. Standing army is really what this is about now.
Fight looks like it's about to happen.
There's still the full 4 Lords of Lancaster though, so the army has a good bit of extra HP on him. Fight could be taken now. Crossbow's a little bit out of
Beasty's
position.
units stuck on the backside. One lord down, second lord down, third lord falls as well. So just so many
on the wood
units
line?
and so.
A little distraction Wololo coming in as well. Another lord falling quickly to the crossbows.
Just too many ranged units for Wham to deal with.
Yeah, lost a good couple of villagers there. Beasty did move back out onto a deer, also moving out to the deer on the right-hand side. Crossbows catching the remaining couple of Redaris though. We'll be able to take those down. And now Mangonel coming in. Against the mass of ranged units here, definitely the right call to make. Beasty placing a lot of farms around the Golden Horn Tower there. Gonna be pretty safe there. Farm transition is an ugly one, and Beasty, lots of gold in the bank.
So much gold in the bank. Obviously, you know, relics will help with that, but so will, you know, having your back gold fully secured, and hasn't been, I guess, using a lot of the gold that he's been getting in.
Post doesn't have any emplacements on it, so will be getting torched down now. Maybe.
Big villager mass was able to escape with their life. And being on that deer just for that little bit of time gave Beasty the breathing room for this farm transition to go through and really allowed his food economy to spike back up, whereas Wham, he has not made that same sort of farm transition.
Only on a single mangonel at the moment. I feel like Wham's probably gonna need more than just one mangonel at this point, though. 3 is typically the point at which you're capable of easily one-shotting the back line.
Wham moving
Mangonel.
out to those deer as well.
Note overextending. It's mostly just crossbows and spears at the moment for Wham. Beasty still with a lot of archers. Wall's getting closed up again.
Wham's food is hurting bad, though. He needs to make that same sort of farm transition that Beasty made.
Yeah. Let's have the second manor. Second mangonel also coming in now. Scout just going for a little wrap around. Wants to see what's up on the other side. Nothing here at the moment between the two around the wood line. It's almost a 10 villager lead. Now Trebuchet is on its way.
Yeah, Beasty just slowly pushing up now. You know, doesn't want to step in, doesn't want to go into, you know, White Tower range or anything like that yet, but really just starting to slowly put that pedal to the metal and start to accelerate forward a little bit and, you know, show this lead that he has been building up over time. we go.
Beasty knocking
Beasty
on the
breaking
door.
through the wall.
Second Mangonel also coming in. More upgrades. That is level 3 now on the pierce damage. The archer's now going to be doing an incredible amount of damage. There is an archer ship, but it's getting stuck on a gate there. Does finally move in closer towards the gold in the back of Beasty's base. Cannot get to the farms, but there is the gold vein that can attack.
Yeah, it does look like Trebs are starting to siege down the White Tower here soon. So Wham's starting to feel some pressure. If he loses that White Tower, that's a lot of that mid-map control that he has.
Yeah. Third Mangonel, though, could be the game changer for Wham. At that third Mangonel, that's the point where you can start really doing damage to those archers. And Wall Up almost comes in again. Doesn't. Moving forward as well. Shot comes in, but does get
Wham
missed.
has a Treb coming. Let's see what he's going to start trying to siege down.
Ball gets put up again. Couple of shots, hitting a couple of units there on the back line. Now, Trebuchet's trying to take some shots there as well. Could maybe take down some of the farming economy, but it's tough to get much more in there. And now that the White Tower is down, Dari able to go for those raids.
Yep, immediately starting to run on through, trying to find some economy, trying to find some spots to do damage with, and Beasty has started to, you know, build up this military lead. Does lose a few villagers on that gold vein from the ship.
Dari's still getting some good villager kills here. It's like Textiles might still not be in, but could also just be Radari being very strong. Still able to two-shot.
Oh, Beasty.
Oh, Mango!
If the
Only
other
one
two
shot going off,
mangoes
though.
didn't get stuck, that would have been wild.
That would have been big kills there. Now at
Lots
40,
of villagers starting to move out, though. I don't think Beasty has much woodline left to gather from.
Yeah. 40 spearmen at the same time, also 40 archers and 20 Radari. Wham's army, it's not looking good enough. Beasty's almost tripling the food income.
Yeah, he's just, his only chances for those mangonels just to have some unreal shots.
How realistic is that even at the end of the day? Just starting to move forward. Nice light connection. Stonewall getting put up in the middle of the map there. Gonna get finished up though. Archers moving into position. Trebuchet is also going for snipes. Villagers can shoot over the wall there. At the same time, Wham though, moving forward, trading out there as well. Golden One Tower getting some good snipes though. Has to be so careful and respecting of that. Army value at the moment. 50% army value lead for Beasty, and Fight about to get taken. Mangonels taking down one of the traps there. Archers not quite in position. Radari trying to get onto the back line. All of the spearmen just getting absolutely obliterated. Wham, he's losing the entire army mass. Mango shots now getting taken. Some good shots, but not going to be enough. Mango's falling back. The Radari mass is still going strong. A second shot, but not enough. Wham, he cannot fight back against the Macedonian army here now. And GG comes in. Beasty now sitting on match point.
Goes up 2-1 after the Socotra win there. And it didn't feel like most Socotra games there. They kind of just stared at each other for a while. Poked and prod here and there until the final battle, and Beasty took the victory there.
GG coming on in. Just a lack of the economy there for the House of Lancaster. It felt like some good raids in between from Beasty, having that 10 villager lead. Yeah, wham. He's gonna need to look at the strategy book here and just think of, hey, how can I come back from this now? Beasty only needs to win one more game to win the set there.
Yep, that would lock in the set for sure. Will allow Beasty to move on to the next round and get that much closer to locking into a spot to London.
And next up, Dry Arabia and Sengoku actually making it through the sniping draft there. Sengoku up against Bruce.
Yeah, first time we have seen Sengoku make it past the snipe phase, as we have seen it snipe time and time again today, where it's just every single time it gets picked, it's like whatever Civ it's matched with, that's the one that's getting played because Sengoku is getting banned.
Most of the time, that is the tail. Not this time, though. Sengoku making it through. So we will be seeing some Shinobi, we will be seeing some Mounted Samurai, we'll be seeing some Yari Cavalry. And Bruce, on the other hand side, though, we'll be seeing some... Are we going to be seeing Cav Archers? I wonder. Could still be. Still be the case.
I feel like we always see some, you know.
It's just obligatory, right? Like, there's the implication. You go Roos, you gotta make Cav Archers. It's the rule.
It's not like what it used to be where it's like only Cav Archers and nothing else. It's like, oh yeah, we'll make Cav Archers and Knights. Like, look at us. We're different than what we used to be.
Yeah, we didn't make the rules. We just made them up.
But what an exciting set of games so far today. We are at almost 8.5 hours going strong. It is the potential match point here between Beasty and Wham, with Beasty leading 2-1.
2-1 now, yeah. As you mentioned, just some exciting sets overall. Not just this one, but just thinking back about all the sets that we had here so far today. The Baltimore vs. Lucifer set. And even though we didn't cast it directly, I also heard some very, very good things about the Baltimore vs. Puppy Paw set that happened today as well. Hamilton vs. Vortex, just all around, just really, really good sets. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, exciting games to say the least, but we are into the last set. We are into this last series. Don't have a timer yet for when it's going to begin, but I'm sure we'll get y'all updated here soon, and we'll be getting into it. The question is will we get to see Hill and Dale for the game number 5?
Game number 5 would be a big one for sure, of course. I mean, we how many sets did go all the way to 5 games today? Let's take a last look at the bracket just to, you know, take a quick look again, see also like a little preparation as to what is going to be coming our way tomorrow. Potentially coming our way tomorrow. And there we go, Beasty versus Wham. That is going to be deciding who will be going up against Marine Lord tomorrow in the semifinals. Puppy Paw versus Anatent already locked in for tomorrow as well.
And you can see it. It's going to be 2 best-of-5s into a best-of-7 as well. And the winner of that best-of-7 will be that first qualifier for the main event.
Yeah, one player can qualify every single week here. Players definitely, I mean, it's interesting, right? Like, I know a lot of people have thought about it, like min-maxing the gains, the income that you can get from the road to Red Bull Wololo. So to do that, you gotta lose in the finals 3 times and then win in the last final weekend in order to maximize the amount of money that you get out of the Red Bull road to Red Bull Wololo. Which is kind of funny to think about.
You got to big brain it, you know? Maximize your income any way possible.
Maximize revenue. But at this level, like, it's so difficult to fix something like that at this level. So you kind of don't want to take the chance of potentially not qualifying, right? Like, that would be insane. Imagine actually having the skill to get to the finals 3-4 times in a row and then not making it the last one.
I mean, that would be some confidence, some cockiness to say the least, if you actually did decide to do that. But you know, that would be karma if that person didn't end up qualifying if they tried to make it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, almost 1 minute left on the timer there. We're getting closer, deeper into the night, and also closer to our next game. Match point now for Beasty. Sengoku up against the Roo. So we will be getting some hot dog stands in there for sure. The Yatai. Classic for the Sengoku. Now, it's kind of weird. Like, we've had these different kind of openings. I kind of like how we have differently viable openings for Sengoku, like going onto the wood line directly or even trading out gold for wood in order to be able to get those hot dog stands out on the map and gathering.
Yeah, I mean, any sort of passive income in AoE 4 has proven just to be the way to play the game, whether it's Molly, whether it's, you know, some hot dog stands like we'll see from Sengoku. It's just you might as well get that passive economy going as fast as you possibly can. And let's get into this game number 4, potential game decider here. Beasty leading 2-1, playing Sengoku versus Wham on the Roos.
Here we go. Looks like we got a little bit of a mixture here. 3 villagers on gold, 2 villagers on the wood line, and a very, 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 very good spawn for Beasty. As he's got the wood line right next to the gold, so he's going to be able to get both of these drop-off points for the Mitsuri. Active gold gathering here early on from Wham. Gathers up 9 gold specifically.
I'm confused.
Yeah, me too. Actually, did he even gather up 9 gold? Looks like he only gathered up 4 gold and 5 came in through the bounty. Interesting. And he's already out on the deer as well with villagers.
Why would you build a mining camp if you're only going to gather 4 gold?
Yes. I don't know. This is an odd one. We're getting an odd game here, Babson. And now he's adding in... Yeah, this is now the hunting cabin for the deer. Beasty also out on the deer. Alright.
I'm so confused. Alright. And he's sending more villagers out to that deer. So both players just opting for the early deer opening. Hot dog stand starting to roll to its location.
I think it might be a little bit too much here to ask for, but if Beasty's really gonna want to min-max it, he's gonna leave like every single deer carcass there with like 2 or 3 food remaining, just so the Yatai can still gather up from them.
He's just gonna go over to the boar, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, the first one for sure, just because deer aren't enough to fully fill up the Yatai.
And then the northeastern deer and berries, and then, yeah.
Maybe yoink the other boar as well. That would be reaching.
That's quite the trek for that hot dog stand to roll across. Alright, Wham spots out there. Beasty went for the early deer as well. Age up's about to get dropped here from Wham. It's always deceptive when you're on deer because of how much deer, how much food each villager will hold. So sometimes you do have to do the forced drop off to not kind of get a little mismacroed. And Kremlin is on the way.
Kremlin play coming in order to secure the next deer pack as well. Scout already ready to push in the deer a little bit. We're getting some very, very, very off-meta plays here today.
Yeah, I mean, it is one that, you know, you just cast them as they come. Sometimes you can watch as many games as you want, and you're still going to get shocked by what some of these strategies that come out. But Coca Township being dropped on the backside of Beasty's base. We will see what these players have planned for Feudal Age.
Kremlin, it's also interesting that the Kremlin's only being built right now with a single villager, while Wham also has 2 villagers on gold. Is this like a fast Castle Age follow-up?
It looks like it. He's got 500 food in the bank already. He's at least got another food location that's safe and secure, so it just might just be a super fast castle he's shooting for here.
Yeah. He's getting wood in for another hunting cabin next to the deer now. Next to the Kremlin. I think he might have done the math on this, because the gold is getting suspiciously close to being enough, even with just 2 villagers on gold. And no golden gate to trade out. Just wild.
Yep, a Rus mining camp. I know everybody is shocked to see it.
I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, I thought the mining camps for them only went on stone. That's weird.
Okay, is sending in a couple of more villagers now over to gold. Was cutting it a little bit too close.
Yep, Beasty's going for a wham wall on the backside of his wood line, just making sure that there isn't room for Cav to run around on the backside of his base. Oh.
Oh, Shinobi. I mean, they're not doing that much damage anymore, but it's still annoying and the villagers are getting low health. Yari Cavalry also coming in. Daimyo behind this as well. Daimyo and Yari Cavalry, the sprite, the image is not easily discernible, and the villagers are going to evacuate here now.
Yep, got enough food for Castle Age, so can just go over to that next safer food location.
Is it gonna be Abby? Is it gonna be Abby? Please tell me. Please tell me it's not gonna be Abby.
It's gonna be Abby.
Nah, don't do that. Don't be
Surely.
like that. Now look, he's taking
Abby,
his
right?
time. He's not immediately aging up, so he's taking his time to find the right placement for the Hydra. It's Abby!
I'm so confused.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Alright, we're Abby Gaming now. So we're Kremlin Abby Gaming. Beasty's going for his own age up behind us as well. Rough timing.
Yeah, wasn't too far behind the good old Abby drop, as it's about halfway done and the brewery is on the way as well. All right.
Scout getting picked off there. How many traders does Beasty already have in on his Mitsuri? Let's have the Kremlin over here. It's not a spot that's easily raidable. Beasty's still going for it, but villagers can just jump inside of the Kremlin. Need to maybe garrison on the other side. Will do so.
Nice little hop
Able to
through
take
there
down one of
from
the
Wham.
Cav. Yeah, nicely played and getting some damage in on the units as well. It's like a brewery coming in behind this, and that's going to be the third trader in now for Beasty on his Mitsuri, so 15% bonus gather speed here.
Yeah, really strong eco bonus there that Beasty has going for himself now. Wham, though, can now start trying to go get some relics here with the Warrior Monk in queue.
Yeah, and Cav Archers on their way as well. But this is where it starts to get even more difficult than against any other civilization for the Rus, because you're up against the Sengoku Daimyo, which not only do the Yari Cavalry have a little bit more health, they do bonus damage against cavalry, but they also, or rather all of the cavalry from Sengoku Daimyo moves a lot faster with the Daimyo, Takeda Daimyo.
Alright, so Beasty still just posturing in the front side of Wham's base. Meanwhile, Wham moving out to go secure that first relic.
Tries to bring that relic on back. Goes for Wololo there. Just getting forced back. Relic is gonna need to get dropped. Cav numbers rising quickly, but there's already 4 mounted samurai. Wham can't quite get that relic in. Saint's Blessing, oh, didn't get activated somehow.
Got killed too fast, I guess. However,
Like it came in. Not quite.
Scout does get taken down. Those Cav archers, that number's slowly starting to build up. Another Wololo attempted. Another relic trying to be brought back in. Will need to be dropped.
Yeah, behind us, Beasty now also trying to go for some of the relics. The Iki monks coming in.
Yeah, so far, BC has done a great job of denying those first couple relics from Wham that he was trying to bring back in. It's so crucial, especially going with the Abbey. You don't have that immediate gold trickle like the High Trade House. You don't have that extra food income long term with the High Trade House. So Wham's really given up a lot with this Abbey and hasn't gotten a relic in yet.
Yeah, it really has been taking a while here to get any of these relics back, but maybe also just like biding his time, not overcommitting there. But oh man, there's just so many calorie units here. Once again, relic is getting dropped. Still haven't seen a successful Saint's Blessing coming in yet. For Wham.
3 monks already go down. Almost a 4th.
Yeah, definitely on low health now. Now the first relic is being brought back by Beasty, and you can just tell how little damage these cavalry archers are doing here so far. The health bar is basically almost not moving majority of the time as these shots are coming in. Kremlin's actually being called now as well. Not a good sign. Right at the front getting picked up now. Oh, Cav Archer Mass though, regrouping. Getting to the point now where we're getting close to hitting that critical mark. Double wall.
Wololo attempted from Beasty. Hard to do.
Thinking.
Yeah, hard to do a Wololo against that many Cav archers. So easily able to just snipe down and micro those Cav archers into it. And that number now for Wham is starting to get very scary, even against the mounted samurais.
Yeah, +2 pierce damage also about to be coming in. That's going to further increase the damage. All being finished up on that side as well. Wham finally managed to get the first relic in. Second relic from mid-map now also on its way. So ends up looking to be a 3-2 relic split. Which is unfortunate considering he went for the Abbey in the first place, not getting more than 3 relics.
Attempted raids, circling on around. Wham moving out to the northern side bore. Dropping some walls there on the western side as well. BC just still circling for the time being, securing some more of this food out on the map. Wham's food income is definitely starting to hurt a little bit here, as when he moved out to that boar, that meant he ran out of his initial deer that he was on, ran out of that extra berry bush. It looks like he still has one by his base though.
Shinobi. Oh, have Archer slowed down. Trying to move towards the Saint's Blessing aura. Once again, just the range being very, very low on that one. Not a lot of these Cav Archers have been blessed up. A lot of them did go down. 8 losing their life. Make that 9.
Yeah, Shinobi did a good job of slowing down a good bit of the mass. Yari Cavalry coming in as well. Good little swap that Beasty made behind this.
Gremlins need to be coming in from the looks of it. Thanks, Blessing. Is to go for it, but damage just doesn't look good enough. Like the Cav Archers of old.
Definitely not like the Cav Archers of old. So really good trades there by BC to kind of equalize the military numbers now and not allow those Cav Archers to just get too out of hand like we've seen plenty of times before.
Yeah, Mitsuri fully kitted out now, so BC seeing an additional 30% gather speed around it. Gold income as well. A lot better income than what Wham has at the moment with the Ruse. Just these landmarks that Wham went for, there's a reason we don't often see them.
Yeah, you always like to think, you know, you always see someone who thinks they're a genius, like, oh, I promise you Abby is still the meta, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I don't know. And usually there's a reason why most players aren't going for it. Wham, though, wants to prove us wrong. Wants to show that Abby still can be the meta. Horse Archers sniping down a lot of these Cav units from BC, forcing him on away from that boar location. Still getting idled for a bit, though, on that food.
Abby upgrade coming in now. So finally we'll be able to get those units inspired from a little bit longer distance.
Snipes down a few more units, but Beasty's still circling right back around for that boar again. Outpost got rebuilt. Shinobi called again, though. Got that debuff, got that slow, but Beasty not taking the fight. Instead, using this as an opportunity to try to burn the outpost. He's just tanking it up. He's committing. Villagers pulled on out to go for the healing. Not enough healing on in, though.
Now army split. Some units chasing the Cav Archers. They gotta go for a run, so the villagers getting butchered in the meantime. Expensive
Wololo happening. BC not pulling back.
Beasty?
Oh.
Oh, that was so close.
Oh my gosh, that was close. Just perfectly calculated, though.
Relic not being brought back. Oh, just barely brought back. Barely any Cav Archers remaining now. Down to sub 20.
Yeah, Beasty's been able to pick up quite a bit of damage on Wham's economy. He's behind the walls. He's inside the economy with more reinforcements coming in. Looks like a chop through from Wham as well, so more of the Cav can come in even easier, and Wham is reeling. Wham is hurting. This looks like Beasty is taking the game number 4, is taking the series and moving on to tomorrow here.
Of gremlins remaining, actually just one. The Cav Archers just don't have the DPS to move past. A little overchop on the wall there as well. Farming economy idled out entirely. The Mounted Samurai just having free reign here at the moment inside of Wham space. And there it is, GG coming on in. Beasty gonna be moving up against Marine Lord tomorrow.
Yeah, what an exciting day. What an exciting set of series that we had to end it off. Beasty able to take down Wham 3-1. Marine Lord was waiting, watching, and now will be playing. They will be playing tomorrow as along with Anatan versus Puppy Paw.
Indeed, indeed. So now we will know all of our sets that are going to be coming in tomorrow. Question is, who will be victorious in those semi-final sets? Who is going to be facing off against each other in those grand finals, and eventually will be making their way into the main event, the Red Bull Wololo Londinium? We'll find out tomorrow, but in the meantime, I believe we're going to be getting ready for an interview as well. That should be coming up shortly here with Beasty.
He is not quite here yet.
On that, though.
We'll see.
meantime, I mean, just going back over the sets that we had here today, after all, I mean, starting off the day, we had Demu up against Kiljadi, followed that one up with Bolton up against Lucifron. Demu so far, he had a pretty good run. Kiljadi, though, I gotta say, like, the games between Demu and Kiljadi, they've been pretty back and forth for all of the banter that's going on between the two, though. In the end, Demu managed to beat Kiljadi in that one, after which we did have Lucifron up against Bolton, and Bolton winning up against Lucifron, not something that a lot of us probably expected, and also put up a very, very strong performance against Puppy Paw. He was up 2-0 initially against Puppy Paw before he got the reverse sweep in. Followed that one up with Vortex up against Anatant. 3-1 victory there for Anatant. Also some clutch games in there. Now, Beasty vs. Wham has just been concluded, so we know Marine Lord is going to be facing off against Beasty tomorrow, and Puppy Paw will be up against Anatant.